Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ruffled Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. You guys are getting blessed with a double upload on this channel today because we have massive leaks for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. What are we talking about? Well, KALOS might be back based on some of the hints that are given to us by KOO. So I'm going to just go through and see all the different posts that have been made. There's going to be a lot of different people, so let's talk about this. First of all, Riddler KOO. If you don't know who this person is, I'm going to explain it like this. Riddler KOO is a legitimate leaker, a person who's given actual information for Scarlet and Violet, Legend Arceus, and also BDSP, and even the stuff before that, like Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor DLC. So he has genuine information. If you don't know who he is, you should know by now. Either way, what did he post? Well, he posted images of these new sprite arts of all the different, basically in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they changed the little menu sprites over to these brand new, kind of HD versions of them that aren't really sprites anymore. They're actual proper artworks. And he includes very unique specific ones. He has a Mega Charizard X. He has a, the primal reversion of Groudon. He has Darmanitan's Galarian form, also in its, statue form or whatever, and Superior. So he's got, these 4 Pokemon, and then he says, just playing with you all, which never trust him when he says that, because he's just, he is just messing with everyone, but it does mean something. And then he also has a, just these 2, Ultra Beast, etc., and also we got Necrozma. And he says, last but not least. So, what can all this mean? Well, we have a few different theories. I thought we'd start with, I have a bunch of tabs open, by the way. There's loads of stuff to go through that has been mentioned. So, we're going to be going through all of it one by one. Another thing he posted was AZ's Floette. So, this one is here as well. And this is where everybody thinks this one is him trying to hint to us that we're getting the return of this Pokemon, which would mean a KALOS DLC. A DLC based on KALOS. A DLC with a connection to KALOS, which would be insane. But we're going to start with what people are saying down here. Like Kayla Capsule specifically said, this is about the 3rd legend, right? Question mark. Charizard X is a dragon type, plus hinting at different Terra types, similar to how we expect Charizard to become a dragon, and it finally did. Groudon equals ground type. Maya Pottery. Superior equals combo of reptiles. Legend could be the iguana turtle. And Zen mode equals Terra Fire. Again, just the theory of possibly that this could all be related to the typing and stuff of the 3rd legend, which I think is highly possible as well. And there is a few other theories, like for example Vigilante here, who said, the way I see it, and also some insiders seem to confirm, 1, Mega Charizard, new special Terra forms for the starters. 2, Koraidon and Miraidon have new forms in the DLC, similar to primal forms, which would actually make sense. 3, old trios of starters are returning. And then 4, new divergent and convergent forms. So he's trying to make that connection between all of these. Again, anything is possible. The biggest one to me is still this Floette. This thingy is clearly got to be related to KALOS. He wouldn't have posted this one in particular if it's not a KALOS related thing. But again, it's only a small section of all the things that have to be said. Of course, we also had Centro posting about this, just sharing the same thing, saying Gen 9 style sprites, which yes is what these are. These are Gen 9 for removed Pokemon, including Mega's Eternal Floette and other scrapped forms, have leaked. Now, where are these forms from? Where are these artworks from? Well, these are not in the game, but they are in Pokemon Home, because Pokemon Home features basically all the completed sprites from Gen 9 of Pokemon that aren't even in there. Literally every single Pokemon has its own custom sprite like this, but it just isn't in Scarlet and Violet because all the Pokemon won't even be in Scarlet and Violet, but a lot of them are going to end up actually being in there. So that's the interesting point here. Why does he have these sprites? Is it from a data mine? Probably. And why is he posting this right now? Well, let's take a look at some of the theories. We're going to start with the first one, which comes from Soul Silver Art, a leak analyst. If you don't know who Soul Silver is, it's one of our old pals. He does leak analysis, speculation, stuff like that, and he breaks down and theorizes about different leaks. And he starts with this. What did I wake up to? My beloved Ultra Necrozma. I haven't had time to figure out any riddles just yet, but this is the most beautiful thing. This might be an official sprite of Ultra Necrozma. I'm assuming it was data mined from the latest home update. Exactly. This could just be new. He also includes further, stuff here. This could also just be new sprites for home in general, but why do that? I think the Pokemon Company Incorporated is cooking up something new for Pokemon Home, and it may finally be time for us to have some kind of access to Ultra Necrozma and more. I'm losing it. And then here is the breakdown of what he has to say, which is KOO did say he was playing with us though, and I don't know if he would post officially leaked sprites, so there's possibility that this Necrozma sprite is a fan-made sprite for many of the modded BDSP games, which is true as well. Very possible that could be the case here. But so far, no one has claimed that with proof. Sadly, it is different from the other sprites he shared. Seems like a smaller icon maybe. I'm on some crazy copium for this, though. Lastly, I want to say that I don't think Ultra Necrozma itself is literally involved in this riddle. This riddle is about one of two things, in my opinion. Ku's hat, his name change, and then also, or the Scarlet and Violet third legendary and its changing forms like Ultra Necrozma. I believe it's the latter, which also ties into the first option, which, yes, I do think this might be related to the third legendary, but the AZ Floette doesn't make any sense. That doesn't fit with these. Like, these four make sense for the third legendary. You could argue all these are supposed to be connected to the third legend, and I'll look at some other theories for why this is the case. But this one is weird, okay? This one is the one that makes me go like, what is going on here? Like, this is the one that makes me, like, just freak out, because I'm just thinking, what is this? Why is this here? Why would you post this thing? Why would you post this Floette? Like, this specific one. It's not a regular Floette. It's this one. This one is a strange one, because the only connection I can think of is the story, the plot of X and Y is when I see this thing. So it only makes sense that would be the reason he posted this, that we're going to be going back to KALOS. Not all of KALOS, okay? Understand this. If they're doing DLC of KALOS, and I've got a whole video coming out to you guys tomorrow, unless there's big leaks that happen and it delays it, but I do have a whole video coming out to you guys where I want to talk about specifically what the DLC specifically could be, right? What are all the possible places it could be based on? Because if we're going to be realistic here, KALOS, if we do get a KALOS DLC, it won't be all of KALOS. It'll be a southern part of KALOS that we've maybe never even been to in KALOS itself, back in X and Y. It's like a brand new area, but it is KALOS related. It's related to the KALOS region and a part of the KALOS region, in some way or shape, which definitely is possible given how the map kind of has this zone in the top right, which clearly is left open for those kind of things. But again, this is just some of the stuff that I've seen. So let's now take a look at some of the theories. Of course, we looked at Soul Silver, but here is another one from Umino Tami. So shout out to Umino Tami, or Delta Umino Tami, for making this great theory, who says, okay, I found one of the answers to the riddle of Ku. Omura RT, April 2022, says, Omura retweeted this today. There is a Pokemon covered in ice crystal with a red core, maybe new Pokemon. And then basically here, there is this fella, and then also this was retweeted by him, which is some sort of ice and a little, like, red ball in the middle. I don't really know exactly what it is. And this one, Amora retweeted today, perhaps a green stone and a red stone, both crystals, new Pokemon, or, versions, which, again, could be implying to, like, 2 new Pokemon that are supposed to be representative of 2 split DLC. Again, that could be the case. I don't really know. But again, yeah, same thing here. He retweeted something. Super random. And then third legend, Reshiram is is third type, so Dragon Fire. And then, of course, we had, the, like, Ultra Necrozma and all that, and Hilego as well up there. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit weird. But that's one of the theories. And then I want to take a look at this one right here. So, possible spoiler for the DLC. Looks like we have a Paradox counterparts. 2 Kaiju lizards, a snake and a ball, okay, a dragon and a jellyfish. Now, I guess all we have to do is go through the Pokedex and find which Pokemon are getting Paradox versions, which is intriguing. And then, of course, there was, Necrozma and what that connection is. And also he says, I believe Necrozma is the Terra legend, which, yes, would be, the third legendary, and that's pretty much all there would be. The literal legendary that caused terrestrialization. That's what this would be implying. So, again, we're just speculating here, okay? This is all, at the end of the day, just speculation. Anything could happen. Anything could, go down. They could just decide to totally flip the script on this. But again, I just thought it would be, nice to just mention this and bring this up to you guys and just talk about it a bit, because it is pretty crazy. There may be some more stuff popping up tonight. I don't really know if I'll make another video for you all, because this seems a little bit unnecessary. I will check through really quickly, though, if there's anything we have missed. But there are some guesses that we are seeing here. For example, there is another guess here from none else than the same person, Blazing Incineroar here, who made this little theory. He made another one, which is going to be on his profile. So let's jump over there real quick. And here's what he says. Here's some of my temporary guesses as to what Pokemon would get Paradox versions. And I gave them some random types in the second. So, for example, here you have Flygon possibly getting one. That would be pretty cool. If we move I guess let's just do the left side and then the right side. So, for example, Flygon is one. That could be happening. We also have, I guess, Melodic, Druddigon up there, on Pheasant, Claydol, and Frillish? I always forget the name of some of these Pokemon that are from like Gen 5. But yeah, those are some of the possible ones that actually I could see this happening. I see these Pokemon definitely getting, new forms of sorts. Definitely some possible ones. Again, a lot of possibilities for what this, could be all meaning. There's a lot of possibilities for where we might be going with this. I'm not really seeing a lot of theories underneath here. Some people are saying like Neoplanet. Here's what I believe. All are returning Pokemon. The AZ Floette will be for the new zone we will go to. It's not Kalos, but it's Division of Paldea, who have, say, mixed aesthetic of the two regions. It is where the AZ Floette flowers grow, which actually is a really sick theory. I'm going to leave a like on Neoplanet's post right there, because that's a genuinely sick thought. Like, that's actually a really, really cool idea for what it could be, you know, the way they're basing this and all that. I actually think that's really sick. But yeah, even here, William says, considering AZ's Floette might actually be a Paradox Pokemon, that's making me think that the Ash Greninja might just be a unique Greninja that can temporarily take on its past Paradox form, which would mean that Ash Greninja form could actually be a Paradox Greninja. And Soul says he likes this. The only problem with that is I disagree with that idea, because I do think the Paradoxes are just this imaginary thing created or put into the world by this, you know, legendary. And I don't think this legendary is the cause for everything in the Pokemon world. That seems a little exaggerated in my opinion. But you never know. I mean, Arceus is literally the creator of the Pokemon universe and the reason everything exists. So you never know. Anything is possible, right? But ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and bye-bye, ladies and gents.